What's up? So, do I agree with Shaq when he says that Steph Curry and Michael Jordan had the least amount of help to win championships? What do I think about that? No. Because what about Isaiah Thomas with Joe Dumars? I mean, Joe Dumars is not considered one of the 75, 50 greatest players ever. They just put him in the 95 range on the bleacher thing, which they did. Clay Thompson is a lot closer to top 75, and a guy named Kevin Durant, who was there with Curry to win a couple rings, is considered in the teens. Some crackheads like Stephen A. Smith put him in the top 10. They be stretching it, Nick wrong. Some of them do. But it's not like he didn't have that kind of people there. He did, you know. So it's not like he had not without with Golden State with that. He didn't have a lot. But let's not act like Clay Thompson and Kevin Durant is chopped liver. Like like especially Kevin Durant. I mean, in the two rings. Come on now. So you can't even dispute that. The Clay part, if they had a won the 73 and 9 year and they'd have won without Durant, even though they did win the other two without him, so Steph won with and without him. So I can make that case. But he did have him there and he did have a powerful situation. And some people are gonna Draymond ain't really in the conversation, but you know what I mean with that though. As for Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen is considered top 50. When they won their rings together in 1996, they put the top 50 together. Scottie was considered there, whether you like it or not. Rodman is considered top 75 player. Rodman belongs in the conversation. So it wasn't like he didn't have a lot of what you call all stars. Yes, I'll give you that. But it wasn't like he was flooded with a lot of people either, you know. And it really wasn't. Shaq's four rings that he won. Okay, so you got Kobe and you had Dwayne Wade. But Gary Payton, you know, the Hall of Fame and all that, that wasn't like the same. So it wasn't like he had a lot when you think about it. So I don't quite understand where he's going with that, because that's a bit, I don't know. I kind of look at that kind of like, I don't know, because it can come across like a cheap shot to Tim Duncan, but, to an extent, but I don't know. But Isaiah Thomas, with when you get past uh, Joe Dumars, Rodman was there, but Rodman wasn't the same Rodman that he was with the Bulls. So who did Isaiah Thomas have that was so stacked? And he's a multiple champion. So if you win two or more rings, you were in that rarefied company where this makes Shaq's argument kind of mute. You could make the case that Akeem Olajuwon didn't have a lot to win with, and he's a multiple champion. So I don't quite understand the logistics to an extent. No, Parker and Ginobili, as great as they are, they're not in the top 25 greatest players ever. So the David Robinson argument, and is he top 25? I mean, think about it, So he's kind of like grasping. I know he wants to put Curry in the same kind of conversation as Jordan. And I will say this, he changed the game. Those three guys to me are the most impactful players of the last 40 years as far as changing the game actually. Okay. I didn't say marketing the game and I didn't say popular. I'm talking about actually on the court because Shaq was the last most dominant figure. Steph Curry changed the no position, and Jordan for a two guard did what he did. Those three. We can debate if you got two others, but those three come to mind. But I don't agree with his stance about no. There are other people like Isaiah Thomas and Duncan to an extent, that they had the least amount of help to win multiple ones. Elijah can make the case, and Isaiah Thomas for sure. You can't escape without Zeke. I don't know why people leave Zeke off of these obvious. Because let's be realistic. Scottie Pippen and Durant and Clay are going to get more love than Joe Dumars. So I don't think he did his due diligence. I don't think he did his homework on that one. I do agree with most some stuff he said, but there are things I don't agree with. And this one, yeah, Isaiah Thomas's road was a lot tougher than Steph Curry's and Jordan's for that matter. If you think about it, 4 straight Eastern Conference Finals, 3 straight Finals appearances, 2 back to back, and not a sidekick that was a top 50 player, and not a top 75 player because Joe Dumars is Joe was bad, but to play alongside, no. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.